So the initial was supposed to be, so initially what we were going to do was it was a split. We're gonna buy everything once I got my 80/20. But she agreed to do that initially. And then, which I have her on tape saying she's going to do it. She said, yeah, that's fine. And then she came back to renegotiate afterwards. You see what I'm saying? And then when she came back to get right, yeah, we got the audio from the phone call too. It was 80/20. Thank you, y'all. And when she came back to have the other conversation about potentially more money, she said, let's do it like this. You just rent it. And by that time, it was too late to call it off. It was too late to cancel because I had, people had already started, buying tickets and whatever. And so, I mean, not tickets, but like their plane tickets and making arrangements and taking off work and all that. So at this point, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? People had already started making arrangements. You know what I mean? So I couldn't go back on what I had said I was going to do. Girl, and so I rented it and I paid her that money I gave her. I think it was like $26,000. I ended up wiring her total. And it was just a shit show from the beginning. She never was a competent partner. I had to basically use LaQuincy to run front of the house while I managed back of the house because one person can't do front and back at the same time. And it was just tough. It was just tough. She's conniving. She's a liar. She's also a thief. She's not an upstanding businesswoman. And so, listen, forgive me if I don't feel sorry for someone who had an opportunity. There were more people in that restaurant with me than she had ever had in her life. There were more people in that restaurant with me at Kitchen Comeback than she had ever had in the restaurant's life. Y'all got the details just right. Yep, I gave her the money. She had to go pay the bill. We couldn't get the liquor. The liquor was late opening up because they had to pay the bill. It takes 2 days for it to clear. Once the bill is paid, she hadn't paid. And apparently, by the time she got in the car, because Tammy went with her. By the time she got in the car, Tammy said that money was gone. Half the money was gone because she called this person that got your money, called this person that got your money. So she owed a whole lot of people. She owed people money left and right. She was never, right, the internet was off. We had to wait till she paid the internet bill. She was never interested in a long term, then try to say you didn't pay your people. No, they can't say that because Juwan got paid. I paid my people. My back of the house, everybody was paid. And whatever happened with G's generator, he was made whole. So listen, I don't run business like that. You see what I'm saying? Because I may need these guys again in the future. So if anybody, I will forego my money to make sure my people get paid. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to be all right. Don't worry about me. But I want to make sure my people get paid. So I want to make sure everybody got their money, everybody that worked, everybody got their agreed upon payment, everybody taken care of. And before we left on Sunday, everybody was paid. When I shut down, before I left on Sunday, everybody had their money. Everybody had their money. We don't play that. We do not play that. You see what I'm saying? And you never know, I might need these guys again. You see what I'm saying? So if I need these guys again, I need them to understand that this is how it works. I don't know the entire situation. Was there not a contract outlining the financial logistical terms? There was a contract. I made the contract on live, sis. Yes, it was a contract. It was everything. She's conniving. She's a liar. And it don't matter. Even though we said we was doing X, Y, and Z, she came back and changed the rules. She was supposed to have she was supposed to manage the front of the house. She's supposed to have the front of the house taken care of and the back of the house. I mean, the front patio, the inside, and the patio open. She was supposed to have all the servers. Girl, we didn't have enough servers. The servers weren't trained at all. We had to train the servers. The servers don't even work there normally. And then she had her kids as some of the servers. Oh, foreclosure. So I don't think that, okay, I don't know if she owns the building. She said she did. I can just go off of that. I don't want to make up no lies and say she don't own it, but she said, yeah, I own the building. Okay. So I know y'all going, but if she says she's in foreclosure, how do you have a mortgage and you own the building? That doesn't make sense to me. Well, you know, if she had a mortgage, they would have been foreclosed on the building because she don't pay her bills. She don't have no money coming in. So she would have been good. That loan would have been so upside down, girl. It's like a pear. That's how upside down, girl. Zucchini squash. That thing's so upside, girl. Butternut squash. That's how upside down it is. So she said that, because I asked her, I said, I don't understand about, like, how are you in foreclosure? And so what she means is the city is going to seize her property. The city is going to take her property. That's what she means, right? So she has apparently a number, and I'm sure you can go someplace. I don't know how big Sanford is online. Maybe you can go online and see this. I don't know. But she has a litany of fees, and the fees come from operating a patio without a permit, right? You know you can't operate no outdoor patio without the proper permit. Girl, you can't do that in no city. Chicago, New York, LA, you know the fuck you can't do it in Sanford, Florida. So she decided, I guess, to run her patio the way she want to run her patio. And here is the gag of the whole situation. She don't have no customers. So you done did this for naught. You see what I'm saying? You done opened up this patio. You ain't got a piece of customer coming through here. You not, okay, Seminole County appraised. There you go. All right, there y'all got it. Y'all know where to go find the paperwork. If it's public. I'm not going to look for it. I don't need to. I know the story. So she didn't have the proper permits. So without having the proper permits, what happened is she started getting fines. And you know, if you don't pay those fines year over year, those fines will incur penalty and also interest, right? And I do recognize that someplace along the line, you had to have agreed to this when you got your business license. Someplace along the line, you had to have agreed with this once you signed your, your name on the dotted line. You see what I'm saying? It's somewhere out there. This is not arbitrary. They're just not picking this up. And not only that, but they give you plenty of opportunity to get it together. Your first infraction is your first couple of infractions, typically warnings. They ain't even really fines yet. And the fact that you're trying to raise $100,000, I know that you tens of thousands of dollars in the hole with the city. I know that. You told me that. So, and she just don't choose to do right. You not making no money. She told me on the tape, I got on the tape, child, that the woman said that she cooked for 25,000 postal workers every year. She caters for 25,000. It's no way in hell you finna tell me you cater for 25,000 people when you don't even have 500 people coming into here on a monthly basis. So you not finna tell me that, that this is true. She did an interview with someone a few months ago about the fine from the city regarding the patio. Exactly. She lied. She said that she don't understand why they didn't give her a... Girl, I have the video. Hold on. Girl, y'all playing with me. Hold on one second. Girl, you know I stay with a receipt. You know I don't talk about nothing I ain't got no receipt for. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is it's got to be under vlogs, I'm assuming. Hold on, let me find this one little piece of this. Hold on one second. Right, because I got it on tape now. I got what she said now. Wait, or is this on YouTube? Is it on YouTube? Yeah, girl, it's on YouTube. There's a saying, and
they said I got 63,000. I never was told about it.
Baby, I hit at the right point.
Maybe a gift or even a loan. Yeah. You know, I
hit at the right point. Here.
Shown to ask you then, but some people were talking. And something here I'm not doing. Right. I'm not conveying over to the masses. Yeah. And I was shown to ask you then, but something said, nah, he's busy. He's doing. So I went on about my day and my few weeks. And then I woke up one Saturday morning. It was maybe a Monday morning. And I say, hey, let me just put it out there. And I put it out there. I say, I need you. You're able to help me take my restaurant again.
Yeah, you said that in the text, yeah.
You know, and if not, maybe a gift or even a loan.
Yeah.
You know, and then once I got, I'm foreclosed, I said, well, I never knew about it.
When you say foreclosed, it's not like real estate foreclosed.
Yeah. This is...
Okay, so let's make sure I get this right. You have a mortgage on the building?
No.
No mortgage on the building?
Right.
So how are you foreclosed?
They said I got $63,000 in fines that I knew nothing about, that I knew it was accumulating, and I never got anything in writing for the last 2 years.
Okay.
In fact, I got all my tax receipts, my sidewalk cafe, everything I wanted, I got. And yet I get oh no, you're in violation. We're foreclosing on you. How are you foreclosing on me for what? And they said, oh, well, you'll see. And so when I got the paperwork, something unbeknownst, I was like, well, wait a minute. So, of course, I got to get first I get an attorney for my foreclosure.
Right.
But the foreclosure attorney can't handle the discrimination suit.
Right.
He said, but Chantel, we'll handle this. And so right now we're in the middle where the argument is, hey, she was never notified in writing. She's never even told over the phone, no emails. So this should just be dismissed. And the city's position is like, oh, well, we're not worried about her fixing it anymore. We just want the money. He says, well, if she didn't know about the problem and if it's already fixed, why are you not concerned about it being fixed anymore? We never knew about it. That's the case.
So are there no advocates for small business in the city?
Yeah, that's what she said. Y'all heard what she said, right? Y'all heard what she said, right? Y'all heard what she said? Y'all heard exactly what she said. Okay? She said that she never was notified. They never told her. And here's my thing. This is what I feel like I don't really understand. This is the problem I have. The city is not taking their final action without having their I's dotted and their T's crossed, girl. The city is not coming to shut you down or foreclose or take your stuff if they haven't exhausted, their options and told you, like, they're not just assessing you with nothing. You see what I'm saying? They're not just assessing you for nothing. Like, it's a process. So you're not going to sit up here and make me believe it's Bali. Girl, in Bali, is no processes. Okay? Over here, it's a process. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So this was 9 months ago when we recorded this. This was back in January. When she said, oh, no, was it January? No, this wasn't January. This was December. No, this was last year sometime. She said that she was $63,000. Now, I ain't that smart. I'm not. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not that smart. Not that smart. By many people's estimations, I'm actually pretty stupid. But the one thing I do know is that if you are getting fined from the city, especially a city as small as Sanford, they're not fining you $63,000. The fine is a lot less than that. But what happened was you have ignored over the time. And if you have ignored all of this over the time, they have now compounded these interests, compounded these penalties, and you still owes for the principal. You still owe for the principal, right? So you can't make me believe, girl, even in Chicago, they're not going to charge you that much in Chicago. So you're not going to make me believe that a little small city, Sanford, Florida, is getting ready to charge you $60-something thousand for the first time. That's not what that's a combination of stuff. That's a combination of stuff. So you lied about that, number one. Then when everything went down, she tried to save face. She said, "Oh, we stay packed. We're busy now. You know, we've made $4,000 or $5,000. Girl, we looked around, nobody was in there. How you made $4,000 or $5,000 serving my food?" Then she gonna say, "Duh, I don't know how you served them greens. Them greens were bitter. Those greens weren't seasoned. Because when do I season my greens? At the end. When does DeAndre season greens when he cooked for me? At the end." So you lied about that too, right? Then all of that, you know, I'm taking your liquor. I don't think I even told y'all that she didn't let the people in to come get the glasses from the rental company. I don't even know if I told you that part. Okay? Because, you know, I had to rent glasses and plates and shit because I know she didn't have enough. So I rented them from like a local rental company, like I do Dining with Darius Cooks. And so they came to pick up and did not have all of the stuff. So of course that was extra money I had to pay out of my pocket to cover that. You see what I'm saying? Because that contract for that rental company is under my name. Oh, I told y'all that part? Okay, fine. So, I mean, then when we left, she told us that after we had got done, she was like, "Oh, you know, we're busy." She's going live showing y'all everybody that's in the restaurant. Girl, nobody was in that restaurant. Nobody was in that restaurant. She basically lied about everything. Oh, yeah, she told y'all. She said she was doing a she owes more than 63 probably. She told y'all that the place was busy, the place was packed, and she was doing this and doing that. Wait, what I'm finna tell y'all? She told y'all some bullshit when she went live. I can't remember. I was finna tell you. Oh, the insurance claim. Oh, no. The girl, the things, the receipts on the what you call it. That's where the whole breakdown went from. First of all, she was outside selling places in line. Talking about something, if you give me $25, I'll let you cut the line. Girl, $25? Girl, what is you doing? And then when I recognized that she was doing it with my people, because I even asked her, and it's on tape. I asked her, I'm sure I got it on tape somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I asked her, I have to find this one. I don't know what it say, y'all. Wait, let me make sure. Let me see if I even have it first. I may not have this one. Let me see. I may not. I don't know if I made Corey put it in here, and I ain't needed it for nothing. Look at oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Grocery shopping, unloading groceries, training, day one. And I think this is all from A-roll, B-roll, drone footage, and soundtrack. Okay, now I got to go through it and see if I can find the stuff, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely going to find it for you. Okay? I'm definitely going to find it for you. Don't you even worry yourself. Yeah, she added gratuity to the stuff. It just was a mess. The whole thing was just a mess. The whole thing. So, I mean, forgive me if I don't feel sorry for the woman. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the support. Everybody who came. Kimberly, I see Kimberly was over here. Kimberly, she live in Dallas. Dallas ain't close to Orlando, and she flew in. Yeah, the girl made the lemonade with brown sugar. And I'm like, do you normally make lemonade with brown sugar? She was like, no. I was like, why'd you do it today? She was like, well, I didn't see any regular sugar. You didn't want to ask? It's a 50-pound case. It's 3 of them sitting right here. You didn't want to ask? It just didn't make sense to me. And then, like, even their lemon juice that they use to make the lemonade was like citric acid. Girl, who's drinking this? Girl, this is neon yellow. Why are you making neon yellow lemonade? This is not authentic. What are you doing? The whole thing, girl. Yeah, it was the gratuity issue. So what I told her, so this is what happened, right? So you have order sheets that are supposed to be completed, right? You know how you go to Dentafung, or you go to like the Crab House and you check off, give me 2 of these, 3 of these, whatever. So that's how they were putting in the orders, and those would match the receipts and whatnot and the whole thing. The problem you had, people was putting this stuff in wrong, putting the wrong stuff in. I'm just like, girl, this is a mess. And then so we're supposed to calculate the gratuities and the tips on the credit cards. And so to do that, you obviously need the sheets, right? You can't go by what the server put in, because what they put in is wrong. So you basically got to reconcile each individual one. That's why I came up with the sheet for the backup. I know how this goes, right? And so in order for me to pay the gratuities, I would need the sheets. As the front of the house manager, you're supposed to keep up with the receipts for the day from your servers. That's part of your job as a front of the house manager. Well, girl, she never kept up with them. It came time to calculate the girls' and their gratuities. It's going to take me a while to sit down and reconcile. I had to finish making the biscuits. It wasn't going to be done on Sunday because she comes to me 20 minutes before it's time for us to open. And that's where we at. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, she said, and at this point on Sunday, I was already fed up enough with the fact that like I had to do all this work on my own, and she wasn't being a competent business partner. And girl, we never got the gratuities. She told the servers one thing. Oh, and then she lies. The server, she gonna say, well, the server said they're not working until they get their tips. The servers, so I asked the servers. The servers say, we didn't say that. Well, your boss said you said this. Who said it? Where it come from? So Chantel was putting words in their mouth, and now you don't turn me off. You see what I'm saying? So if you telling me you not gonna work, that's what y'all saying, y'all not gonna work, let's call the whole thing off. All right. Matter of fact, what I should have did was, let me say what I should have did. If I was thinking smart, I would have got rid of all the servers. I would have been the only server. That's what I should have did. I should have put DeAndre. I should have called DeAndre. This is all hindsight. I should have called DeAndre. I should have had DeAndre on Expo. And I should have went out there and ran in front of the house. That's what I should have did. In hindsight. You know what I'm saying? But girl, I was on my feet for them last 2 days and I was upset. So, you see what I'm saying? That's what I should have did. I should have ran in front of the house. That's what the fuck I should have did. And I had LaQuinty too. I could have handled front of the house with no problem. I could have. You could have been a server. Mama Karen was not going to make you no server. Okay? I know I shouldn't have had to do that. But I should have done that. You see what I'm saying? I should have done that. I should have had DeAndre get on Expo, and I should have went out there and ran that front of the house. That's what I should have did. Right. Could you imagine if I wasn't live the whole time? Could you imagine if you didn't see this for yourself? Could you imagine what would have happened had you not seen any of this on your own? It would have been a mess. It would have been an absolute mess if you didn't see this for yourself. It wouldn't have mattered. She would have found a way to sabotage that too, probably. But at least that would have been my full effort. How many customers showed up? During the reservation sold out in 15 minutes. The reservation sold out in like 15 minutes. The moment we announced reservations was there, they was gone. 15 minutes. People couldn't get a reservation. So that was like, I don't know, a couple hundred each day. Oh, it wasn't 1,000 quite. It wasn't 1,000. It wasn't 1,000, but it was, I mean, y'all were there, people who were there. It was a couple hundred each day. But when I went outside to make the announcement on Sunday, it was at least about 250 people outside. It was at least about 250 outside. When I went outside to make the announcement, it was a whole bunch of people outside. So it was a nice crowd. It was a nice crowd. It was packed. It was a nice crowd. That's what I'm saying. This is the one time she ain't never seen her restaurant like this. Yeah, she was sitting down, talking to people. She was sitting down, doing this. She was sitting down doing that. Where are your products in Target? I don't sell in Target. I don't have a middleman. And I still do between 4 or 5 million a year. How much you got putting? Exactly. Literally, like she was sitting down, she was dancing. She was not doing nothing. She wasn't doing nothing. She was chilling. She dancing and kicking her feet up and whatnot. Meanwhile, girl, I'm over here. Girl, let me get 2 best of both worlds on the fly. This don't look right. Redo this. Girl, I'm in the back. I'm in the front of the house calling shit out. And didn't leave their front of the house. Did not leave the front of the house. I don't know if she charged for it. They said she was charging people. She lied to me and said something about, what did she say? Something about it was a person who had come before. I'm going to find the clip. A person who had come before who she ended up overcharging them before. No, she undercharged. Something she lied to me about. But I basically approached her. Okay. Will you be selling your products in Dollar Tree? I don't need to. I have an attentive audience. I sell my products on social media. Where you sell yours at? The difference between you and I signed the front of my check. You signed the back of yours. You're never going to win this argument. So take your avocados and go back where you came from, because you are not about to win this. Okay? This is not the ring you want to step into at all. And I have not microdosed. Okay? This is not the ring that you want to step into. I'm just warning you now. Okay? Yeah, the whole thing was just a mess. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing was just was a catastrophe from start to finish. I thoroughly wanted to help her. I thoroughly wanted to help the woman make it, but she's beyond helping. She literally is beyond. You're stepping in the ring. You were. Watch this. You're not anymore. Thanks. She's beyond help at this point. Right. Well, she did. Well, we don't know what it was for, but she did get served on live. So she was, she don't never live stream much as I live stream. Therefore, was on live. After that shit was over, every 2 seconds she was on live. And when she was on live stream, she hi Eugene. Eugene, we over here previewing your work, sir. Look. We over here previewing your work, sir.
Welcome to Meal Prep Mondays. You know what we do around here. We take one simple ingredient like chicken and we meal prep it, but the recipes are so easy. You don't have to do it on the weekend. You can do it on a Monday. So here we are. I've got some chicken tenderloins. I pulled that little hard piece out. You know what I'm talking about, right?
This is who shoots me, y'all.
I'm gonna whip this up into a beautiful, lovely collard green tortellini bake with the chicken. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of olive oil on the.
This is who shoots me. It's Eugene. We were actually just, me and Shakiria, we actually are collabing right now, literally, on edits on some videos. So good work, sir. Oh, by the way, Eugene has worked for me going on, I don't know, 4 years now, I think. Eugene, they say I don't pay my people. He's the cameraman extraordinaire. Deal with it. Okay. Yeah, so we was on live. I don't know what she got served with. It's gonna be on the app. That's what we're reviewing it for. We were on live stream, and as we were on live stream, well, no, that she was on live stream, she ended up getting served papers while she was on live stream. You see what I'm saying? She was getting served papers live. So it's like you can't be. And then I guess when she was being served the papers live, she must have muted the phone so nobody could hear her when she got served. Because the guy was like, "I'm looking for Chantel Williams. Is that you?" Girl, and that Tammy, what are you doing on my live stream? You're never on live stream. You're never here. That's Tammy, everybody. Tammy, what are you doing over here? You're never on my live. Well, you never say anything. You never say anything. Look at Tammy. And don't go try to follow her. She do not do social media. Okay? That thing probably got 4 followers. She don't post nothing. She ain't posting no behind the scenes. She don't post the warehouse. So you go over there if you want to. You're going to be upset. Yes, the app is free. You can get it at the Google Play or the Apple App Store. That's my warehouse manager, y'all. That's the person who ship all y'all stuff. Right there. Okay? Or she ensures your stuff gets shipped out. Right there. That's the one. Okay? That's the one right there is Tammy. Okay? Tammy Dawson. Look at that. On my live stream. Okay? And of course you would FaceTime me as soon as I go live. Phone ain't rang all day. I hit go live, then you FaceTime me. I said, this girl. So I'll call you back when I get off. Which is going to be in a minute because I'm not going to be on here too much longer. Okay? Yes, this is the person who makes sure all your stuff gets shipped. This is the person who makes sure all y'all customer service issues, okay, are resolved. This is the person who can tell me, okay, how many can I sell? Okay? This is her. Okay? She makes sure all y'all stuff gets solved. She was there. She know about I almost called her Scam Trail. She know about Chantel. In fact, anytime I do anything, I always call Tammy first. She does everything as it pertains to the warehouse, yeah. Yeah. As it pertains to the warehouse, yeah. She does everything. She doesn't do it herself. I mean, we have other people that work there, but she's responsible for managing and organizing. And then she's also responsible for making sure, like, we for a period of time we had an excess in inventory, so we had put stuff Hey Ursula, we had put stuff in storage units, and we had to move stuff around. That's how I found them 100 pressure cookers. So she's responsible for basically managing my entire inventory. It's a big job. It's a big job. Every time we do a sale, she's responsible for making sure all the orders get out. All of the behind the scenes. Y'all remember me telling y'all how I got to split the orders? Remember that whole conversation about how to split orders? So basically when you order if you order everyday skillet, a Dutch oven, and a cutting board, well, I can't ship that in one box, can I? There's not a box big enough to fit all of that. So that's 3 different shipments that got to go out. Somebody got to separate your orders. Tammy does that. You know what I'm saying? She's responsible for that. Somebody got to make sure your shit get out. Somebody got to organize the pickup. It's all Tammy. Now, I created the system, but Tammy make sure it all happens. So she is a complete blessing to the kingdom, okay? She's a complete blessing to the ministry. Tammy, let me know if you find one white and gold cast iron Dutch oven in the warehouse so I can complete my set. I know you ain't gonna find it. I thought you didn't have a warehouse. Oh, I know, right? Or no, what they say, the one I was, what did they say? They said I was sleeping in the warehouse. I was living in the warehouse. That's what they said. I was living in the warehouse. I'm like, okay. Whoever responds to emails is a blessing too. Solve my issue ASAP. It's Tammy's responsibility, baby. It's Tammy's responsibility. So there is a real person. But if you came to dine with Darius Cooks last year, you met Tammy. Okay? All right. You have to do you have a pot I can cook on top of the stove and then put it in the oven? All my cookware is like that. Running a restaurant out of the warehouse. I know, they say all kind of stuff. You need a Crimson Dutch oven to clip it. Tammy the person to talk to. Don't. That's why I don't be knowing. Tammy's the person to talk to. I have no idea. Okay, she's responsible for that, not me. You met her at Diner with Darius Cooks? Yeah. She came, she was working on a rotating schedule. So she would, if first quarter she worked 7 o'clock, second quarter she worked 3 o'clock. Then third quarter, 7, then fourth quarter 3, something like that. Good times. Anyway, can we talk about scamming as Chantel later? Can we pre-order the cocktail cookbook? No. You don't know what's in your warehouse? No. I don't need to. I pay somebody who knows what's in the warehouse. Hold on 1 second. Let me handle this. I pay somebody who knows what's in the warehouse. Just like at your job, your boss paid you to do a job. Why is your boss doing your job and they paying you to do your job? And I pay handsomely. So no, I don't need to know what's in the warehouse because Tammy knows what's in the warehouse. I know what I ordered. Tammy knows what's left. If we ever need count, she can handle it, and that's it on that. Now, last time I checked, when my customers place their order, they stuff get to them on time with no problem. So the system that we have, I don't see a problem with it. Do you? I could see if y'all wasn't getting your orders. I could see if you placed the order, it didn't come for a month later. But last time I checked, your order's showing up in less than a week. What does that mean? Something must be working right. They always try to come for me. They're never going to win. Tell them. They're not going to win. You're never going to win this. You're never going to win this. At all. And let me gag you. And I do this while I'm on the road. So while you still try to figure it all out, add that to the equation. Why are you so defensive? You were on the subject of talking about your warehouse. I'm answering your question. I'm not defensive. I don't have anything to be defensive about. It's not as transparent as I am. But being a Capricorn, the credible source, you and I both know the intention of your comment. What you're not going to do is play coy with me. I'll play coy with you. We know how this goes. Honey, we have seen this song. We have read this chapter. We have watched this movie. Girl, we have eaten this meal. We know exactly how this goes from start to finish. So you could choose how you want this to end. You can choose. With your LOL, are you being defensive? Because reverse psychology does not work on me. I'm not a hamster. What's my point? Watch. This is my point. Thank you. Y'all, these people are never going to win with me. They're never going to win. And I told her, I said, you choose how you want it to end. You choose. And girl, she chose. I'll take care of it, girl. I don't start it, but I sure will finish you. Okay. I watch that. She can't say nothing else, can she? What can she say? Girl, that heifer is gone, girl. Girl, the credible source has been demolished. It's that simple. Okay? People, they do beg to be blocked. Well, you know, they don't. She ain't no supporter, girl. Girl, she ain't no supporter. She could go with the rest of them. Oh, the sweet by and by. Yes, she's gone to the sweet by and by. Okay, it's gonna be a few more. It's a few more in here watching. So let me tell you what they do. Let me tell you what y'all do. I know y'all. Let me tell you what they do. They watching from all the Tabitha Brown stuff, right? They're watching it. They're not saying anything, right? But the more I talk and the more we have a good time and the more we laugh, you know what I'm saying? And all that good stuff, the more we do all of that, that grinds their gears. Because they really want me to be mad or upset or, you know, they want it to be a certain kind of way. When it's like, girl, I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even got to do this. You know what I mean? So they can't hold it for too much longer. They can't hold it. They can't hold it. It's like a sting. Eventually, they cap gonna blow. Then they comment. That's it. They reveal themselves. Next thing you know, and then they go. Oh, I got his attention. Look, y'all, I got his attention throughout all the people. I got his attention. You sure did. And I took care of it. See what I'm saying? An old, tired queen who spends all holidays alone because his family don't fuck with him, who can't keep a man with low self-esteem and bipolar. It's depression and anxiety, not bipolar. That's not what it is. So if you're going to say what I got, at least, girl, call it the truth. It's depression and anxiety, not bipolar. At least get it right. Please. Please get it right. Oh, can't keep a man. That's the litmus test of success. Keeping a man is a litmus test of success. Jesus. Where did we go wrong? Jesus. Cause I'm trying to figure out how you buying plane tickets with a man. I'm trying to figure out, girl, how you buying luxury vehicles with a man. I'm just trying to figure it out. How you gonna do that with a man? Jesus. He said all that over a post about Tabitha, yeah. Mm-hmm. How do you know about the men in your life? Got to be an old scorn flame. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. When you find out, y'all let me know. Yeah, you got to give them back to God at this point. Yeah, you say, God, these are your people. These are not me. These are not mine. God, you made them. You deal with them. Anyway, let me get myself together. Let me go edit a video for us to watch tonight. I think I'm going to edit a Philadelphia video for us to watch tonight. I'm gonna edit a video for us to watch tonight. And these people out here more mad than Tabitha. They need to get some business. And you know I don't take back what I said. Can I just say that? I don't take back what I said. I'm just going to be very honest with you. I do not, for one moment, take back anything I said. I don't take back how I said it. I don't take back the spirit in which it was said. And I don't take back me answering a question. I don't. At all. I don't care what kind of backlash I get. I'm not changing my mind. What I said was the absolute 100% truth. 150% true. And you don't have to be hating on somebody to use them as a brand example. Girl, y'all swear somebody hating on somebody. Girl, y'all swear. Those were good knowledge nuggets you gave Tab. She's going to use it. Well, the problem is if her name is signed away, she can't do it. That's the problem. She can't take it back if her name is already signed. If her name is signed and it's non-compete, and once the relationship is over, you usually have an extended period in which you can't do certain things. So, that's going to be the issue. That's going to be the issue. Somebody asked me on Facebook what was my thoughts about Tabitha and her new air fryer. And I know where the question came from. It did not come from a malicious place. It literally, I'm going to edit the video, don't worry about it. It really came from the fact that they knew that I sold air fryers and that she had come out with an air fryer with a name on it from Target. That's what the fucking question was about. You see what I'm saying? And so when they asked me the question, that's where all of the response come. And I wish like hell they would have posted the whole conversation. And it doesn't make sense anymore for me to go back and belabor the point. But it's like you should have posted the whole thing, not just the soundbite. And then they go, well, you called her a fool. You called her a fool. You called her a fool. Okay. All right. So now we got to go through this whole thing about, vernacular and community and whatnot, which is why I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even. It's almost like the Keon Henderson, if you will. That's how I look at it. I look at it like Keon Henderson. He said what he said to his people. And it was taken out of context. You see what I'm saying? He said what he said to his people, in his house, to his flock, and y'all took it out of context. Y'all went and ran with it, boom, boom, boom. Okay, fine. Same thing. I said what I said to my people in the context in which I was speaking, and now all of a sudden, it's like a thing. No, they won't tell the whole story. They won't tell the whole story. But before I take it, oh no, I don't feel set up at all. Child, listen, let me tell you something. Honey, once you done been through what I've been through on social media, girl, you fine. You fine. You fine. Even if Black Enterprise posted word for word, I didn't see it. I recognize, and I'm telling you this out of my mouth in case you missed it yesterday. I recognize that the blogs are blogging. I recognize that the news outlets are news outletting. I, Darius Travoy Williams, a.k.a. Darius Cooks, I do not go looking for negative press about myself. I do not consume negative press about myself. I don't do it. If you want to, by all means, knock yourself out. Me, I've not seen it. I've not seen one headline. Y'all send me the stuff in my inbox. Under the y'all be in the suggested or something like that. Girl, I don't even click on it. I don't even click on it. I don't even look at it. So I can't even tell you what to say. I can't even give you my response. And then y'all say, well, did you hear what Tabitha had to say? No. It's everywhere. You can't miss it at all. I don't scroll. Mama Karen said the same thing. She said, as soon as you go on TikTok, Mama Karen, I don't scroll on TikTok. She said, well, do you scroll on Instagram? No, ma'am. Well, how your stuff get on TikTok if you don't open up the app? I post it through CoSchedule. I don't go on there at all. At all. If you go look at any recent post on Facebook, look by my name where it say the time it was posted, and you'll see CoSchedule next to it. I use the CoSchedule app for all my stuff. Okay? Nah, I don't need to see it. So I don't look at it. Even if you send me something, I'm not gonna click on it. If you send me something, I'm not gonna open the link. Go right ahead, knock yourself out. I won't be looking at it. And a couple of y'all emailed it. I didn't open the email. Email's still sitting right there. Well, here's the thing. I think people, and I'm gonna go after this, but I think people assume, Alan, that because you talk about somebody or answer a question about somebody, that you don't like the person. They assume that. That people really do assume that, oh, well, he had something to say and automatically what he had to say was negative. Remove her name from the equation. Take Tabitha Brown's name out of the equation. Is the information true or not? T.S. Madison Craig definitely read you down on Fag Talk yesterday. I don't follow. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad they read me down to the ground. I don't follow. I don't consume it. I don't look at it. I don't follow T.S. Madison or Craig, and I don't have a problem with either of them. Used to follow her. What made you unfollow? I've not followed Tabitha Brown in years. I know I definitely unfollowed Tabitha Brown with the whole Kev on Stage. When Kev on Stage came out and Kev on Stage said what he said about me, I disavowed Darius Cooks because of, I did a show. His show was something about Ask a Millionaire. It was Ask A, but in this case it was Ask a Millionaire. So he had interviewed me. He flew me to his house and everything. Did the interview, and the kitchenista got upset about the interview and said, well, did you even ask him if he was a millionaire? Did you even see if he had $1 million? And Kevin was like, you know what? I didn't, actually. So maybe he lied about it. And then he put a video up and said, I disavowed Darius Cooks. I know that Tabitha Brown and Kev on Stage hang out together. If I know they cool, why I'm following Tabitha? I'm a Capricorn. I don't do that. I also know Kev on Stage is cool with Daddy Rose, Stovetop Kisses, who got her start when I handpicked her to be a part of Black Food Network, right? And we can certainly go revisit those conversations on from Periscope. And some of y'all who watching right now, you were there when we did it. So you saw it with your own eyes. You see what I'm saying? So if I know y'all all hang out together, I'm not finna be hanging out with y'all. I'm not finna be following you. I know how to see myself out. I'm never going to sit in a space I'm not welcome. I'm never going to sit in a space someone doesn't want me at, and I'm never going to offer myself to a space that does not fully serve me. You can do that. You can do that. I'm not doing that. I do not sit in spaces that don't serve me. I make more than enough money. I have more than enough assets. I have more than enough common sense. And honey, if I lost it all tomorrow, I know how to rebuild and get it all back the next day. I just don't sit in those spaces. So I don't. So I will politely unfollow to hold on to my dignity and my pride. I don't want you that bad that I'm going to negate my own personal happiness just to be in your presence. It ain't that fucking serious for me. Ever. About no person. Ever. So that's the answer to the question. That is the reason that I unfollowed her years ago. Just because I don't follow Gayle King, and I ain't got no problem with her. You see what I'm saying? And half of y'all don't follow. I ain't got no issue with you. Just because a person don't follow me, they don't like you. You see what I'm saying? I don't follow, and I don't follow other content. I follow very few content creators. I follow out of practice. I think one of the only ones I follow real chefs, but of content, One Stop Chop is probably the only content creator, and Gian Can't Cook. It's probably the only two content creators in the food space that I follow. Those probably the only two that I follow. I'm not following other food content creators. I'm not sitting online all day scrolling. I don't have that kind of time. So as a practice, I scroll on YouTube at night when it's time to go to bed, and that shit is mostly documentaries about the military. I don't know why I'm so into that. It's like airplanes and documentaries, shit like that, you know. Don't ask me why, child. Girl, I'm watching something now. Girl, how much money the military, we spend $800 billion a year for our military, and we got bases everywhere. That's the only reason. You know what I'm saying? I know that because I watch them at nighttime. But nope, I don't use social media the same way majority of people use social media. People use social media to scroll for entertainment. Girl, I got my wordscapes for that. I got wordscapes for that. You see what I'm saying? That's it. I'm actually not interested in the Menendez brothers, believe it or not. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I watch. So I'm sorry. Forgive me. All right. And it don't mean I got a problem with somebody because I don't follow them. Baby, I got a finite period of time in the day. I have a finite period of time in the day, and my responsibility is to be, you want to see what I do? This is what I do on social media. This. Okay? This is what I do on social media. I plan out all my content. Okay? This is what I put out, and this is what I do on social. So, I mean, you know, hey, you feel me? We're two different people, baby. And again, like I said, I ain't got no issue with the woman. Girl, by all means, honey, eat your avocados, sell your air fryers. I think I'm on like 44 something. Sell your air fryers, you know, very good. You know, do what you got to do. Make your money, bruh. I ain't got no problem with nobody else out there making their money. I had no issue whatsoever. None. But I can certainly talk about, it's called CoSchedule is what I use. I use two main programs, CoSchedule, because you can post on everything with CoSchedule, and then Restream. So you know how, like, I'm probably live right now on Facebook. You know how my reviews play on, well, I'm not going to talk about her seasonings. Don't do that. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? Do not do that. We're not going to talk about nobody negatively. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to talk about nobody negatively. Now, we're not going to do that. All right? I never talked about her negatively to begin with, and I no need for me to switch up now. Plus, you know, y'all would call me out if I did that, because there's no need to do that. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, she could do her thing, and we can still have a conversation about her with no problem. I was live when I first came on Instagram. Yeah. I use Restream. But we can certainly have a conversation, and it shouldn't have to be an issue. I don't understand. And the other gag is, this ain't my first time talking about her. And girl, it will not be my last. Okay? It's not my first time talking about her, and it surely will not be my last. All right? All right, y'all. Let me get off here. And get our reviews ready for tonight. Okay, so we can have something to watch tonight, because I don't have anything edited, and I'm gonna go do that so that we can watch. I'll pick something from I know Sarah Butterfly, I know, but you know we got to be careful, girl. You know we being watched and stuff like that, so we got to be careful what we say. You know, I don't want them saying, "Oh, he told his followers this." You know, girl, you know how you know. Oh yeah, we talk about Carlton too. We do. We talk about not Carlton Banks over here. Talk about everybody. If you're a public figure, you get talked about. You know how y'all talk about me? Hello. We talk about everybody else. That's what we do around here, okay? And don't mean we don't like nobody. I don't follow Carlton. I do on Facebook, not on Instagram. On Facebook, I see all this stuff on Facebook, but not on Instagram. Anyway, I'll call y'all later on tonight when it's time for the edibles to kick in, okay? Goodbye.